holes to fill with veteran players no longer with him. And it's been tough this season without preseason. And there it is. Taylor into the end zone. Touchdown.
380. Got
5-minute drive. Taylor in for the touchdown. And he skipped past a defender. That was May. Second down and 9. Give it to Taylor. And the burst from Taylor. He's going to break away. Taylor takes it in. Touchdown. Streaking downfield. Blocks up front from Kelly. And
it's Nyheim Hines at Wildcat. They want to run the ball.
Hines hands it off. Open lane. Taylor has got a second touchdown of the day.
Going to hand it off. Taylor has a first down, has a touchdown.
They had a couple of other options with Nelson shifting out to left tackle, but for the start of the game, it is Valdir. And here is Taylor again, his second carry, and there he goes! Taylor into the open field, inside the 20, and pushed out by Claybrooks. 15 for 93 yards in the opening half, and he pitches it to Taylor. He's got a head of steam. Taylor into Jacksonville territory and cut from behind by Miles Jack. And with that run, Jonathan Taylor has a new career high in rushing yards. And one of their players didn't get off the field on a field goal attempt, Daniel Ross. Back to Taylor. Taylor makes moves. There he goes! He's got 200 yards, and he's got a touchdown! Second Colt to rush for 200 yards in a game. Edgerrin James, the only other player to do it. He did it twice.
Hines and Taylor in the backfield. Little misdirection play again. Taylor showing the wheels, and Jonathan Taylor is in. Touchdown.
Continue to do that, not allow him to sit in that pocket and be able to distribute the ball.
Got your own cartoon animation. You're big time. Here's Jonathan Taylor breaking free again. Taylor sprinting up the sideline as the defense frantically gets to him finally.
Wentz will pitch it to Taylor. And he walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rest of our terrific CBS crew here from Lucas Oil. Wentz and company begin just outside the 10. Taylor is his first big run. Taylor breaking free. Has a lead blocker. Taylor all the way down to the 5-yard line.
To get outside, watch him come down and then them come out. And look at the hole there for Taylor. Doesn't get touched. And then he has unbelievable speed. Power, speed, explosiveness.
Officially on the handoff, Taylor, touchdown. Well, there's some whispers about T.Y.'s production falling off the last couple of years, but what a start as he takes his first steps into the season. Jonathan Taylor and his monstrous day continues.
Give it to him. And off he goes. Taylor breaking tackles, sets up a first down and goal. Jimmy Ward for the moment saves the touchdown. Gain of 33.
But if you throw it here, that gives you the option to run or throw. And you see
little wildcat with Wentz splitting out, and they're in. Touchdown. It's Taylor.
Right back to offense. Go the Colts. Wow. Taylor's gone. Jonathan Taylor. Goodbye. Touchdown, Indy. As he crossed the tape at the goal line.
Watch Ryan Kelly and the right guard, Mark Lewinsky, and the job that they do with the push. They've been doing that.
but he has started every game this year. Jonathan Taylor starting at running back on 1st down and 10. And it is a handoff to Taylor. Between the tackles, has room. There he goes. Taylor down the sideline and shoved out of bounds by Rayshawn Jenkins.
If you were playing flag football, there's nobody close enough to even pull his flag. That's how great the blocking was at the line of scrimmage on the right side. Just a dominant start to this ball game for the Indianapolis Colts.
When they met here last year, these two teams in the season finale, Jonathan Taylor rushed. And now a fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. Inside 3 minutes to go in the first. Taylor at the 2. Still going, moving those legs, reaching over. He's in! What an effort! A Taylor touchdown!
They're backing it up. 2 tight ends. 2nd and goal at the 3. Wentz, Taylor, Doyle with the block, and that opens the door, and a touchdown on the game-opening drive by the Colts. 3-yard touchdown run by Jonathan Taylor. Prince on this one. 3 catches for Doyle. 1st and 10. Taylor. Oh, deceptive move, and he's into the backfield and breaks a tackle right there. Poyer. Downfield, Milano will trip him up. What a run.
We gotta go!
23. 1st and goal, Taylor. Good block by Mo Alley Cox. The stiff arm, and pay dirt. Touchdown, a 4th today for Taylor on a 10-yard run where he slides on this slick surface for 6. 1st and goal.
We're going to 5-4.
Taylor in for another touchdown. 5, it's a 1-yard run, the dynamic Jonathan Taylor.
Will they have enough to finish this game? As Frank Reich said, here's Taylor. Taylor's going to finish it! Jonathan Taylor to the house! Good night!
The Colts on offense for the first time from the 41-yard line. And they begin, of course, with a Jonathan Taylor run, and he wastes no time. There he goes. Jonathan Taylor, bang! 47 yards on the first touch of the night.
And in the losses for the Cardinals, this has been their big problem, is between the tackles. Talk about Jonathan Taylor, got great vision, ability to cut, and then the speed to make big plays off of that.
And the week prior to last, 7 catches for Campbell. He's been in his zone. Here's Taylor breaking free. Down to the 25 goes last year's leading rusher in the National Football League. A pickup of 27.
He's only had one 100-yard game. 2nd down. Oh, there's a big hole. He's off to the races. Chased by Harmon. Chased by Webb. And you can kiss him goodbye.
Football and continue to extend drives.
New set of downs for Indy. Taylor got a hole. Acceleration for Taylor inside the 20. Darius Slay forced to finally bring him down.
Desperately need that kind of production from Taylor. Taylor on the take, and he's in. Boy, the grease is hot. Jonathan Taylor starting to sizzle.
If you got grease and sizzling, you might want to put some bacon on it, and that's Quentin Nelson. Check out his left guard. He's just going to come work up inside, get his hands on Anthony Walker and Taylor. No instincts there, just stay straight ahead.
1st down and 10, Downs out of the backfield in motion, but it's Taylor again with the cutback. Taylor, a stiff arm, Taylor on his way, inside the 20 and down in the red zone at the Saints 18.
Oh, and just a zone to this left side of the line of scrimmage, and Jonathan Taylor does the rest. Oh, I love the way he broke free here.